Hey guys, I'm watching this discussion video about communication principles and I'll be reacting to what is being said. So, let's go!
Hello mga ka-ER! For today's discussion video, I'll be sharing the principles of communication. These principles are important because they help us avoid misunderstanding and build better connections. So how? Communication always involves symbols like words, gestures, or even emojis. For example, a heart can mean love and a handshake means agreement.
First, they say communication involves symbols. Honestly, that's true. Like emojis, one heart can make someone smile, while one skull means something's dark or someone is laughing.
Communication also requires meaning. The same symbol can mean different things depending on the context. For example, a thumbs up can mean good job in one place, but in another, it is something offensive.
Then, they talk about meaning. I relate to this, like when someone texts me, K, sometimes it feels normal, but sometimes it feels like someone's cold.
It's not just about words either. Communication is both verbal and non-verbal. What we say is important, but so is how we say it, through tone, gestures, or facial expressions.
Text was verbal and non-verbal. Yup, I've seen this. When someone says, I'm fine, but clearly looks upset, you know they're not fine.
The medium we use also makes a difference. Messages change depending on whether we say them face-to-face, through text, or online.
About the medium mattering, that one hit. Imagine breaking up to someone through text. That's just wrong.
Another thing to remember is that communication is culture-related. Every culture has its own ways of expressing respect, greetings, or emotions.
Culture-related, it's true. In some cultures, pointing is normal, but in others, it's rude. And actually, I experienced that.
Communication is also relational. Our words show not only information, but also our relationship. For example, calling someone sir feels different than calling them bro.
Relational communication makes sense too. Like, I would never call my teacher bro, but with my best friend, bro is perfect.
It also involves frames. Frames are mental guidelines that help us act appropriately in situations, like knowing how to behave in class versus at a party.
When they mention frames, I laugh because it's true. How we act at school is totally different from how we act at a party.
Communication is both representational and presentational. It doesn't just share facts, it also shows perspective. For example, saying, it's raining is a fact, but saying, it's raining again, shows how you feel about it.
Then, representational and presentational. Yes, we don't just give facts, we also share feelings. It's raining versus, it's raining again. Totally different vibes.
And finally, communication is a transaction. It's not just one way, it's about creating shared meaning together.
And finally, communication as a transaction. I like that idea. Talking is not one way. Both sides create understanding together.
So to sum it up, communication is about symbols, meaning, culture, relationships, and understanding. When we apply these principles, we become better communications in school, at work, in everyday life. So thank you mga ka-ER. Thank you for listening. Goodbye!
So overall, those principles make sense. They really explain why miscommunication happens and how to avoid it. So, thanks for the discussion video. Learn a lot while reacting. So, bye guys!